And check out, we have Erica in the crow pose, Bakasana. Whose group was doing that?
Mine.
Alright, that's it.
Oh, it's mine too.
You're gonna analyze yourself. Okay, so this is a great pose. We see elbows are right in her triceps, and her stance is pretty narrow. It's like her hands are shoulder width, and her knees are on top of her elbows. So an easy, I'm skipping a bit ahead, but this is so cool. Bit of an easier one would be the wider version, but I'm sure we'll talk about that in the modifications. So let's talk about muscles in the pose. What's active here? And Erica,
She's
please.
like everything.
Have a break, Erica, please. This is amazing.
The biceps.
Wow, Erica.
I mean, yeah, biceps and triceps.
Incredible.
The hamstrings as well.
Not hamstrings, no, sorry. That's one muscle that's not active, probably.
What about the core?
Unless she's like really pulling
The
her knees
feet?
into her butt, but it's sort of secondary, I would say. What's really active?
The core.
How is the core active?
It contracts.
Yeah, it's keeping everything together.
And being tiny bit more precise, then what's the action? What do you do? It's
It keeps.
Alright, somebody film me.
I'm filming it, it's filming you. So I'd say what the core is doing is it's driving the knees
Natalie, are you getting
in the
this?
thighs into the elbows. So it's sort of like, if I'm sitting so the camera can see me, but I'm driving my elbows and knees together, sort of like a crunch. Otherwise they will easily slip. So the core is flexing the spine. Yeah.
The upper arm, the triceps.
Triceps and shoulders. So like your whole arm is going to be active. Basically all the muscles we'll talk about are definitely going to be active here. Everything from like chest, serratus, deltoids, biceps and triceps. It's all going to be turned on to some extent to support these beautiful Bakasanas.
Where do you put your eyes?
And what do you look?
Gaze straight down typically. Straight down.
Some teaching
Shaking.
says that if you look down, that's where you go.
I think
Yeah,
so.
but okay, so if I'm looking at Erica, like her neck is already like going a little bit sort of back like that. If I would ask her to look at the wall, it's really going to be like a cram in the neck.
Yeah, it's
So
not
looking
comfortable.
straight
Just
down
do it
is
forward.
way more comfortable. I think if you want to fall on your head, then what you need to do is just send your head under like this. But nobody ever does that. Like people are gonna just gaze at the floor. I think it's great. Yeah. Also, because the floor is the dangerous thing here. If you, so like it's good to look at the floor because then you know where you are. You know where the dangerous thing is. The floor. Wow. Did you guys see what she did?
Yeah. Down and back up.
Down on the head and back up. So
Yeah.
really killer transition, really good. So when you're doing that, dipping your head down and coming back up, what muscle do we suspect would be extra active in that transition?
Triceps and shoulders.
Triceps, yeah. Because she's going from a position of more bent elbow, 90 degrees in this case.
Yeah.
When she pulls back up, she gets back to a little bit of a higher angle. So what muscle does that? Triceps. So it's really an arm shoulder pose, this one, along with the core required just to drive knee into the arm.
Amazing, Erica.
Okay, so let's talk about
Modifications.
modifications. In the
Baby.
plank video, we already.
Baby.
Oh, one baby, damn. Okay,
Which I
that's
still feel like is hard, but
Not
that.
hard. It looks crazy.
It's
not
easier.
hard. Much easier.
All right, so that eliminates the wrists. Great.
Yeah,
That's
and then I
a big
said
thing.
1 foot at a
And then
time,
just,
just practicing
like,
1
basically
foot to help balance.
moving forward.
And then
just-
also,
Like to kind of like you there, right?
Okay, you guys are talking about two different things. So Erica first, leaning in and coming out, and you're not even going for it, right?
just
That's
like
one
getting that
modification.
idea. And then the other one
Side
was
stroke.
1 foot at a time to just help to get the idea of the balance, like just one.
Just perfect, yeah. One pose.
At a time, just
And
like.
for people who are super scared, I'll even invite the same idea, but having their head on a block, so that, because some people are so afraid of falling on their face, that if we just already give their head somewhere to
Well,
rest.
that's what I was telling her about that baby one, because one move and you're just,
Yeah.
you're done.
Could you do
Yeah,
the
like
baby one with your head on the block here?
No, it's too high.
Yeah, your head has to be so low.
Yeah.
Just on the nose. Maybe not.
And if you're not as balanced as her, like you break
Is
your
that
nose.
easier than the other one?
Much easier.
But the nose is already very close to the floor, so if she would hit dive, it's not that big of an impact. But
Or like bust your lip or your tooth.
No,
I don't know.
it's
I'm
not.
gonna-
It's
if
not.
you could.
This one makes me nervous, the baby one. Or maybe just putting the
makes sense.
It looks.
But there's a big difference here, guys.
Me
So
too, that's
right
what I
now, when she's doing it, Erica's putting her elbow pretty close to the elbow, and you're doing it. I found it really, really hard because you put your elbow higher. So let's try that you slide down and try again. Just keeping your knee close to the ground. Let's see. Easier?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. The camera didn't see that, but
No,
yeah.
it's okay.
Not a little also.
Yeah. You guys are beautiful. So these are some really good modifications to make crow pose easier. And well, for the wrists,
It's really hard to do.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
tough
the
for
wrist
wrists.
is, you can't do gorilla with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I think at your yeah, we have that one for the wrist, right? Go on the elbows, which was new for me. We do also have like the same old like go on blocks or something else,
And
but
it's really hard for the
yeah,
stability.
I think in the end you're gonna be like, well, then don't do it. Just lean in, push out, don't go for the full pose.
This is Malasana.
It is, yeah, it is. That's Malasana. Yeah,
And
tell people to sit there if they're not into Bakasana.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't do a headstand but stay down, it's the same or it's not?
If you don't do a headstand,
No, if you cannot do this one, but you can do a headstand, stay like this.
That's a different,
Yeah,
that's a
I
whole
think
different.
they feel very different.
Yeah.
But I mean, baby headstand, like Erica's showing now with
Yeah, but with the legs down.
with knees on elbows, is sort of similar.
Oh, yeah.
Just
It's
still
less
pretty
tense.
different.
Yeah.
I would do a between.
Sorry.
I would do a between and do like a baby headstand with. Can you do a baby headstand with your head up on that?
Baby headstand.
Yeah. So baby mean or
Baby
some
means-
people call it baby. That
Like
when
this?
the knees are on the elbows. So put your knees on your elbows.
It's the
Head
No,
down.
no, all the way down on the ground.
Yeah,
and
so
then-
and just staying there. Do you see how this looks and feels more like Bakasana because her head is slightly elevated?
Yeah, but just, I mean, it's still really a lot on the wrists.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
We love your loudness. Sure, we love it. Right. Beautiful. Yeah. So that would also be a regression. Like a regression means easier option to not have the head so deep. No, compared to like doing Bakasana and going onto your head and coming back up, going onto a block is much easier because you're not going that deep. But then the main one that I sort of said earlier, but just to repeat it, newbies who have not done it before, they should go wide like a frog, elbows flaring out, and then knees, not knees, but inner thighs onto the elbow. Let's see.
That feels less stable.
You are so knowledgeable, Peter.
Thank you. Let's see. Can I film you?
Feel like
Give it one more
I'm
try.
super scared.
Yeah. Now just go slowly, like we talked about. Yeah. Nice and slow. Just keep tapping the floor with one foot. Look at you. You're doing it. You look basically like a yoga poster right now. That's a. Yeah, you did it. How many breaths? Like 3 breaths?
Didn't breathe at all.